since I went live just going through my parks with you guys, I do welcome you guys to come along with me today. Now, as you know, we have been having Dragon Week and Expansion Extravaganza. This means that we're able to buy dragons, breed dragons like crazy. I mean, so many of them are available now. And we can expand our park with new islands. So I'm on one of the islands I don't really go visit. One of the parks I don't visit very often. So we're just going to go here. I want to check out how much it's going to cost me to get an island. Get myself a regular basic island. It's going to cost me $500,000. And if I'm correct, I could buy this one. And I can even do that. Now watch this. I already bought that, so I'm going to speed that up. There we go. Take that right there. I own it for this one. Alright, so how much did that leave me? Right under. And I need to take myself up. So you know what this means? I need to feed my dragons and get them up a little bit. This isn't one of my favorite parks. I mean, I did some pretty cool creating on it a while back. Sorry, my fingers are so big. I haven't been in here for a while, so I'm going to get my friends up here their loot and food. Alright, so let's see. Let's start off with some dragons here. I'm going to go ahead and buy an XP. That way I can grow my park. The best way to do that is feed the dragons. That is about the quickest way to do it. When you're a beginner, when you're new to this game, this is about the way to do it. Pick a dragon, any dragon. Don't have to be any specific dragon. Just pick it, feed it. Build yourself an accumulation of food. Uh-oh. It wants to start over. That was interesting. I got that to level 50. I do not believe that I have availability for another island. I do, but I don't believe I got enough. This one is going to cost me way too much, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But that is how you do it. I mean, definitely if you want to grow your park, for you guys that are new to this, that is about the best way to do it. Growing your island does it too. When you're buying these islands, everything's free right now during Expansion Extravaganza, so you just tap on all these. All this is free. Do this while it's free. Now, I like to clear my islands. Some of you might have special designs in mind. I like to clear it completely. I take off all of my trees. That way, you see, you can always buy trees again later. But you're making money and XP points by doing this. Alright, so give that a little bit of time. And then I'll get in there and get some of this other stuff later. Alright, so there's that one. Whitby, you're kind of out of season. Woo, he said. Now, I do want to try to encourage people right now, during Dragon Week, get yourself some wintry dragons. Get them out of the way. Because look, if you're going to pay attention, we're getting ready to have a Christmas in the Vale, which means there's going to be a lot of cold dragons and seasonal dragons. And I'll show you some here in a few minutes. And it's going to be really important that while Dragon Week is here, that you get some of that stuff out of the way. Get your dragons, your cold dragons, and your seasonal cold dragons for the Christmassy stuff out of the way. Get that out of the way. You're going to want that. And by doing that, by getting them out of the way, you are literally making room for other things such as Christmas decorations, Christmas habitats, and special things that they will be bringing back. So, yeah. Open up the doors. Got another habitat. What you laughing at, Whitby? Alright. Let's go over to another island. I love taking the opportunity, getting these islands, getting those dragons. I know this season, some of you that are my followers on here, you're probably wondering why I'm not doing a whole bunch of these dragon videos for Dragon Week. To be honest with you, I don't even know how many dragons I've actually done. I've done like 100 different dragons, and I don't know which ones are which. And I can't pull them up on my own site to review all of them like that. I need to get a book and write down all of my dragons. But even that, I would have to scroll through it. But the real main reason is because I try to do the dragons during actual events, not the mini events, but the actual events. And so please don't get frustrated with me, please. I do have intention on doing dragon videos on the how-to stuff. And if there's in-between videos that I could do about certain things, I will try. If there's videos that you'd like to see, let me know, man. I mean, I like to know what the audience wants. You know, I do a lot of my videos based on the audience. I know the things that I would like to see, but what about you guys? I mean, what about you? Because it's not all about me, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe. Sacre bleu. No, I don't know. So we're gonna give these guys here some goodies. Bam! And we're gonna go down y'all. Like y'all. We're gonna see this island. I'm not very far along with my islands. 10th island, 11th island. I'm so far behind. Can't believe they want that much for it. Looks like the very same island that I just cleared over there on the other one. Isn't that crazy? Now, some of you that are on my friends list have been visiting my park. And somebody has been admiring my new islands and asking themselves, what is Z-Dog gonna do with all that space? Well, I'll tell you what, if they would let me rent it out, I would. I'd rent it out. That's about all I got in mind right now. Actually, one of them islands, I've already got a theme to it. It's gonna be a cold theme, and it's a really big. It's a really big island, guys. A big park, sorry. My park is really big. How big is it? Let's see. And I do miss doing these videos with you guys. I've been so busy the last couple months, guys. I've been hunting, and I was successful. It's very hard on my body to be out there right now in this cold weather. Alright, so this is my park. Like I said, it is a monstrous park. It's crazy. Now notice I've got 3 big islands here with all Christmassy stuff. I'm going to show you some stuff. Well, I got 4, and they're going to be others, but there's my number 5 right here, guys. My number 5 cold island. And the reason why I went ahead and decided to do cold, guys, they never stop producing Christmassy dragons. They just do not. Out of all of the Christmassy dragons, they got so many, guys. Let's see. Cold. Alright, so we have a lot here. And if you're wondering what's up with the half yellow circles, that's because in the rift I also have cold dragons. Yeah. So look, okay, so we got rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Is that right? 30? 36 and 42. But it's not quite 42, so it'll be 41 of these main cold dragons, right? So that's not bad at all. But we do have celebration dragons in here, and like the icy torrent, and then the ribbon. See, these are some of the Christmassy stuff right here. The ribbon is a Christmassy thing. Oh no! That's not how I meant for that to go down. Well, shoot. There we go. And then, like I said, Icy Torrent. Then we got the Tinsel Dragon. Right. That also will be. See, these are the thing is ornamental. That's what it says. It's an ornamental dragon, as well as the ribbon is an ornamental dragon as well. And we'll be having those coming up in this Christmas event. This is a cold water, the Icy Torrent, but that is specific for the event. So yeah, celebrating the Christmas season. Now this is a basic one that most people get. It's not really hard to do. You just put those elements together. I would put cold and then find yourself a Earth Lightning Dragon and throw it to mix. You should do all right. Now I'm gonna have some stuff coming out. Now this is a cold dragon as well. This will come out during the Christmas event as well. So we're already right now up to around 40 dragons, right? So we got about 40 dragons already. Let's see what else we got here. There's also a few that aren't available at the moment. This was a long time ago one of my favorite dragons. I don't know. It just looked like a bush with twigs. Yeah, I liked him. And there's just so many, guys. There really is. So I want to check some stuff out here. I want to see if I can even pull it up. If you're wondering what's all these gold, if you're new to this game, you will get all the gold in here. What that means is I've actually completed all the dragons necessary for that. Like I've got all the Earth dragons. I've got all the galactic dragons. I've got all the gemstones. I've got all of the gemstone autumn. I mean, I've got it all if it's all lit up with gold. And I'm not too far away from some of the others. Some of them I'm really far away. So, I mean, I would just encourage you to keep pushing forward. All right, here's all of our Christmas ornamental. I mean, we got 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36 of the ornamental altogether. I mean, there's a lot, guys. And believe it or not, you will not see most of these until the Christmas event happens. Just being real with you. Some of these will not. You can go to my park. If you're on my friends list, you can go in my park. Go to my cold islands. That's where they're all at. Go to my cold islands, and you will see almost every single one of these dragons. This is one of my favorite when it's really fully grown. This one actually has little specks of magic dust floating around it. The flicker. It's a really cool looking dragon. The Avarice Dragon. Now these aren't all just straight ornamental. I mean, they are mixed between cold and other stuff. So you can mix match, and I'll be doing some videos during the Christmas season on how to get some of these dragons, like the Glitz dragon. I mean, there's gonna be some stuff in there. You're not gonna want to miss it. Throwing an old gingerbread cookie around. Better eat that. I kind of want myself a gingerbread cookie now. A very beautiful dragon for any of you people out there that love delicate style artwork. The Lace Dragon is a very, very beautiful dragon. Very well done by the creators. We're going to probably end up with this as well. Very cool looking dragon. The Nib Whip. Yes. You're going to want to get that as well. You look like a chipmunk, really. And then this is the ornamental dragon. I mean, you can't, it's just like a brass bell with some decorations on it. It's pretty cool. He actually looks like he might even come from the realm of the Olympus dragons, so I don't know. The Reminiscence dragon. Now, we did talk about the ribbon dragon. It is an ornamental dragon. Very, very beautiful. The Spell Mason dragon. Ooh. Now, this dragon is just a weird dragon. It does not look like this dragon when it's fully grown. I mean, right now it looks really, really cool. But when it grows up, it does not look like this. So, if I were you, specifically for this dragon, I would get 2 of them. 1, so that it can stay looking like this. And 2, for whenever it's fully grown. You do want that. The Tinsel Dragon. Christmas is a big event. There will be so many dragons. There just will, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. And look, it's not always going to have the same dragons every year. They will break it off. But I mean, right now, there's about 80 dragons that we're looking at. I mean, all these that are in here, we've already decided that there was about 40 dragons here, right? 30, 35, 36 dragons, and then on the other we counted of the regular cold. I mean, yeah, it's a big deal. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys that this right here is a very important dragon. It is a necessary dragon to have. I will do a video on this if I haven't already during the Christmas season, so that you know to get this. But this dragon is necessary to get other dragons. The Verglance. Looks like a giant iceberg. Now, we just came out with this last season, the Cubicle Dragon. Or maybe it was the year before. I can't remember right off the top of my head. What this is, when you fully grow him up, feed him until he maxes out on size, he ends up having an ice cube, and then he just, I think he just turns into a giant ice cube, I think. Pretty cool. It's kind of interesting to watch him. And then we got Twinkle. Hey, Twinkle! Now, that was a really interesting, the Snowball Dragon. How many people out there has ever made a snowball? You rolled up a bunch of stuff in that snowball. If it was out there in the yard, it probably ended up inside that snowball. And so your snowball just looked like a big pile of snow, leaves, sticks, twigs, hay, straw, maybe even a pair of socks that got left on the ground outside. You know, they got caught up in there too. I remember doing that. We had all kinds of stuff in our snowmen. So yeah, the Snowball Dragon just kind of reminds me of that. Now, I am going to tell you this. If they decide to bring the Zero Dragon into the Christmas event, it will be one of the most difficult dragons for some people to get. And the reason is that it by experience, it does not show up very often. This is not one that they used to put out all the time. So if they do put it out, I did find it last year. I was able to breed it and I got it. I think I got mine. I got it out of the rift, but it is one of those dragons. If you was to even type it in, what is the most rarest dragon to get in Dragonvale, it would bring up the Zero Dragon. People will tell you that. So if they bring it up, if they make it available, because it has to be made available, that is something I would recommend that you get. Now, these little guys here, I do have that. The Dancy Dragon, that came out a couple, 2, 3, 4 years ago. It was really cool looking dragons to have. They just sit there and bounce around. And that's all of them. And then there's those others that aren't in there. And then do not forget, though, now we have seasonal dragons that they will also be bringing in. We will have maybe 1 or 2 for sure. This one is the winter seasonal dragon. You definitely are going to want to try to get that if you can. And then, of course, it just wouldn't be a seasonal dragon without the seasonal dragon, which I'm not seeing at the moment. That's interesting. I'll have to show it to you, I guess. That's interesting. Because that should have popped right up there. There it is. Seasonal. I got a lot of mine out of the rift. As it sits right now, one of the great things about this dragon is that even the habitat that it lives in, it changes with the season. It really does. I mean, until the actual day of winter starts, which is like December 21st, I think. Yeah, winter starts late for some reason. Autumn goes all the way in, but I'll show you. Oh my goodness, I got so many islands in here. All right. Man. I got so many seasonal dragons. It is crazy, guys. It's weird, though. Anyways, these will actually change. And I don't know where my regular seasonal dragon is. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I got to check this out. Bear with. That's odd. There it is. Alright, so this is just a regular seasonal dragon. all the leaves will fall off of off of his antlers, and that's exactly. He just looks like a tree. His body will turn a different color. His body will, I think, it turns white, and his antlers are just there. That's what he looks like, a deer. Really, that's what he looks like. And all of the leaves on the tree and all of the orange grass on the habitat will turn to snow, and the leaves on the tree will disappear, and all you'll have are just tree branches. And that's just really cool. Now I know a lot of people don't even really pay attention to all that. They just they just go in and play the game, and they don't sit back and just watch the thing. But it's really cool to watch. Some of this stuff is very well storylined. I mean, it's got a very good quality to the game, for sure. That it can be brought to life like that. Because it's in real time. I mean, they purposely have made it so that it's realistic. I guess I get that for trying to cheat. Ooh! Oh, man, that was so close. If it had been a dragon with a lesser level on it, that probably would have been it. Something that I do want to try to encourage you to. We're about to have the games come back as spinning the wheel, the ball drop, and guess the dragon and guess the egg. I'm not too good at guessing the eggs. I'm not. I'm just no good at guessing eggs, because some eggs are just too much identical, for real. And some eggs I can tell the difference. Like, oh yeah, that belongs to the flower or the petunia or the daisy or whatever, Some of them I can, and then some of them is like, I don't know. So, we have already started working on this, just throwing in some stuff over here. I really would like to get more of this. I should have bought a whole bunch of these things, but I just didn't. I mean, I wanted more snow. And when we had that event midway, and it allowed us to go in and decorate a park, I just wasn't able to accumulate that much. I really thought that for sure. I mean, I wasn't able to get enough. But I did throw in some trees here and there, and I just kind of made it look nice. Christmas in the Vale. Maybe they cast a spell so it didn't hit the carnival. I don't know. It's whatever you make believe in your mind. I got another one up here. I just wasn't sure how to do it, really. They really have made a lot of the dragons available. A lot of them are actually quite easy to get. I mean, if you just watch a video, you could like pull it up and everything, and it's actually really nice. But then they want you to have certain dragons, and then if you ain't got that dragon or the gems to buy it, or the money to buy the gems, and it's kind of like, we got to find a video on somebody that has the cheat sheet, you know. And that's where people like me come in. And I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I don't know, honestly, what I'm going to do with the other islands. I would like to get myself a farm started. But one of the dragons that I'm trying to get to farm isn't even available. So, and I wish it was. Wow. I'm trying to remember the dragon. I think it was this one right here. I want to do a video on how to get this, but it's not available to get right now. Now notice it gives you 1,290 gems a minute. Okay? 1,290 gems. This will probably come around during the Christmas event because it is a cold dragon. If it does, this will be the one that I'm going to try to get a lot of because of the amount. I'm trying to remember. There's another dragon. I'm trying to remember where. Ah. Am I missing a dragon? Really? Okay. Well, that's not what I want. That is. I'm looking for something real quick, guys. Now this one is 705 per minute, only where it's at. $930 a minute, fully grown, which is not a bad dragon to multiply on and build a farm out of. However, it is not the more of the necessary one. Now, I do have a dragon that I'm trying to get, and I'm not. And supposedly, it is the one that produces the most. And I don't think I have it, but so many letters of the alphabet. Alright, so we're getting up on it now. Yeah. Alright, so this dragon that I'm trying to get is called the Tine or the Tin Dragon. And it's supposed to accumulate even more dragon cash per minute than the Necri. So I'm just saying, if you really want to farm, these are like 3 of the most bountiful dragons. But you can always go in and get yourself all these other dragons. I mean, just gotta click on it. I don't know where it's going to lead me to if I do it. Probably about the same. 966 for that one. I mean, these don't really hold a lot. If you don't level your dragons up, you will cheat yourself out of currency. I mean, look at this. 620. What's that, right? I mean, 530. These aren't very big. 806, you know. $1,063 for. I mean, that's not bad. That would even be above the Aurora. I mean, so, or the Prism. I mean, and that one, there's 992. So these rainbow dragons are good. Now this one's going to be a low. $392 for that one. 188. So yeah, guys. Look at that. 1,011. So it's going to jump up probably to, I'm going to say it probably jump up to like 130. 1,030. That is the Corrupticorn, by the way. So the Chromacorn dragon is what it starts out at. And then you evolve it into the Corrupticorn. It's a really cool looking dragon. If you sit there and watch it long enough, the colors change. That's why it's a seasonal rainbow dragon. Look at all the colors, man. I mean, it's just constantly changing colors. A very beautiful dragon. I used to have a car back in the 80s and 90s whenever they were still using certain paints. And back when you could buy toy cars that did special things, if you put it in hot water, it would change colors. But as it started to cool down, it'd have different shades to that color until it went back to its original colors. It was really cool. Really, really cool how they did that. So, guys, I hope you're getting excited. I hope you are. Don't forget to go in, get yourself some of this stuff. Make yourself a little Christmas village. We'll have all kinds of Christmas stuff coming up. You don't want to miss it. I mean, I didn't show you everything, but there are a lot of dragons that are still there. There's some more of your Christmassy stuff. Remember the flicker dragon I was telling you about when it was fully grown? Or close to it anyway. Kind of weird that I didn't have that big. I thought it was already fully grown. Pretty close though. I mean, look at that. And a little dust floating around on it. And he's got lights on his antlers. Pretty cool. Got a couple other dragons in here. Like the Elker dragon will come back. And, you know. They're not going to be cheap. Some, like the Elker dragon is not a cheap one. The Jingle All the Way dragon. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. The Mine dragon. So here is that Starshine that I told you that you'd want to get 2 of. This is a ornamental dragon. Now, it does not look like the original dragon. A little bitty star with a face and a tail. It did grow differently, so you definitely want to try to get yourself more than one. Now, it does sort of, and to me, it looks like a praying mantis almost. Yeah, it's kind of weird. These are your Dancy dragons that I was telling you about. These are pretty well fully grown or grown up a little bit more. Get them to grow up a little bit. There we go. Hey, all right. Woo. There's your tinsel dragon. Now, isn't that pretty? Now, everybody, this is that lace dragon I was telling you about. Remember I said that if you really like that fine, delicate artwork, the lace dragon. Real pretty, real pretty. There's Nibwhip. Yeah, Nibwhip. Got you a cinnamon stick. He took his own wing off and started chewing on it. The Twinkle. Yeah, check this out. Now, honestly, this looks like a snowflake dragon. For real, it really does look like a snowflake dragon. Your ribbon dragon. And the Virgilance. And that's not all of them, man. There's other dragons. Most people wouldn't think that a chocolate bunny rabbit would be a cold one, but it is. I don't even know. The Chaco, I think, is what you call it. The ghostly spirit. Now, the spirit dragon will come out again during the winter. That's generally one of the wintry ones. This is Haunting Christmas. Now, the bearded dragon. Now, something that you ought to know about the bearded dragon is that it has a similarity to another dragon, but I want to show you something. There's that ghostly mountain. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I don't think it's on this island. The Malefice dragon. What in the world? The Buttercup dragon. I'm just showing you dragons that I know are going to be in the winter. Some of them they may not put in there, but some of them will. They will have your basics in there. Yeah, you can't have Christmas without a conifer. I love the smell of them pine trees. Of course, your blue fire dragon, which is actually the regular fire dragon, but blue. Because what's hotter than red fire, yellow fire, blue fire, the blue flame. Puffles. Sorry. Puffles. It's a yak. I don't know. What is that? Derecho? A fever dragon. Ooh. Looks like a thermometer, doesn't he? Iceberg. Captain! Iceberg ahead. I've always found that one to be a really funny one. It looks like a manatee, almost. Y'all, mistletoe. Kissy. Cold Forge. The Crawler. And of course Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. You just can't have Christmas without Rudolph. Cubicle, like I said, he turns into a giant ice cube. Sharper. There he is. He's carving out them ice cubes. It's just got to be the right ice cube, man. You can't just carve anything out of anything. All right. Now, your sleigh bells ringing. Sleigh bells ring, can you hear them? The Reminiscence. Now pretty. I know some of you out there want this one. I was really excited when I got it because I think out of the Christmassy stuff, it is one of the more of the prettier ones. The Ice Claw. He got himself frozen, I guess. And look at his wings turn too. Oh no. So yeah, there's other stuff. Now, don't forget about having them other dragons in there. What did we get a couple years ago, guys? Well, just last Christmas, we ended up with the Earth Core Dragon. Alright? Earth Core could be coming back. Wasn't that far away. A Flame Gobbler came out. Now we ended up with some of these Illusions Lava, and then we ended up with the Illusion Snow. So yeah, that's all very possible to get. The Illusion Snow. We even have the Holly Dragon. We got a Mammoth. Candle Crown. Ruling. Wendigo Dragon. The Glare Dragon. There's just a lot of these in here, guys. The Trinket Dragon. The Jetstream, yeah. Candescent. Permafrost. Alright. The Crypt. Now the bearded, now this is very close to the bearded dragon, but this is a gift, right? This is the re-gift, and then there is a gift dragon itself. Yeah. So the gift dragon and the re-gift are actually the same dragon with just different beards. Yep, that's about all that it is, really. And then, of course, your snowflake dragons. I want you guys to get yourself all hyped up. Christmas in the Vale is one of the biggest things there is. You thought Halloween was big. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. And no two snowflakes are alike. Y'all know that. Woo, get them things going, man. These are about to flip around, won't he? I got a lot of the rift. These are coming out in the rift, so. School Tale. Woo! Look at them. Alright, guys. So, yeah, get yourself hyped up. That's why I'm saying, during this Dragon Week, when, you know, you can breed, this is what I'd do. I'd go in there and I'd try to get some of these Christmas ones out of the way. There's over 100 wintry dragons, and we're gonna want money to buy all of the island themes and stuff like that. So you're not gonna want to miss it. I hope this was entertaining for you guys. I hope so. I really do like doing this. Get back there. Alright, so for me, I think it's actually time to set the mood. Yeah, we got some snowflakes. And do not forget, guys, do not forget that this season, right now, you could go in and you should be able to buy the generators. Those are not the only generators. We do have generators coming, but these right here, especially like the snow generator, is what I'm talking about. They are really good for right now. And it is right here. There it is. Snow generator. 2%. So get in there and get your generators, guys. Yeah. 120 gems. Which, for gems, for $5, you can get yourself gems. Don't forget tax. So, get in there, get that, try it out, see what you got. If you have any questions, if you're on my friends list, check out the generators I have. Most islands have them. Like, here's my rain generator. And it just looks like it's raining. I also have the Apocalypse. Which is a meteor. And it just looks like meteors are falling. So get in there, guys. Try this out. See what you think. Accumulate yourself. And see what you think. Until next time, guys. This is Z-Dog.